For decades, the battle lines have been drawn. PlayStation, Xbox. There are two titans of the gaming industry, each vying for dominance and shaping the way we play. But something is shifting, a tremor in the earth, a crack in the foundation. The way we play is on the verge of transformation. Change is brewing. Whispers of revolution fill the air. Rumors swirl about what the future holds for these gaming giants. Are we on the precipice of a new era? What will the landscape of gaming look like when the dust settles? It is now official. Microsoft is releasing several titles that are only available on Xbox, PlayStation 5, and Nintendo Switch. This is part of a larger strategic change that is taking place inside Microsoft's gaming industry in order to expand the company's game offerings beyond simply Xbox platforms. On the official Xbox podcast, Microsoft Gaming CEO Phil Spencer said, "We've made the decision that we're going to take 4 games to the other consoles." Microsoft Gaming revealed this information. Contrary to popular belief, Microsoft has chosen not to reveal the names of the 4 games. Nonetheless, the corporation has said that 2 of the games are community-driven, while the other 2 are lesser offerings. According to sources who are aware of Microsoft's intentions, the first 2 games that will be released are going to be Hi-Fi Rush and Pentiment, and then Sea of Thieves and Grounded, respectively. In spite of the fact that Spencer asserts that there has been no change in the company's practice of creating Xbox exclusives, he also believes that there will be a reduction in the number of console exclusives throughout the industry over the course of the next decade. I do have a core opinion that over the next 5 or 10 years, exclusive games that are limited to one piece of hardware, are going to be a less and smaller part of the game business. Spencer says on the Xbox podcast, "Exclusive games are games that are only available on a single piece of hardware." You might say that Microsoft is testing the waters by presenting this move as little more than 4 titles from which the corporation may learn for the future. However, there have been rumors that imply Microsoft's goals for multi-platform games go far further than most people realize. Starfield was said to be coming to the PlayStation 5, and I reported earlier this month that Microsoft is mulling over the possibility of releasing Indiana Jones on the PlayStation 5 some months after the Xbox was released. Despite the fact that Spencer has confirmed that Starfield and Indiana Jones would not be included in the first 4 games, he does not rule out the chance that these games could be released on the PlayStation 5 at some point in the future. During an interview with The Verge, Spencer makes the following statement, "I don't think we as an industry should ever rule out the possibility of a game going to any other platform. At this point, we are concentrating on these 4 games and gaining knowledge from the experience. On other franchises, we do not currently have any work in progress, but for somebody to get up and say something's never going to happen, I think it seems like creating more certainty in a world of gaming where you really want to adapt to what consumers want and what our gamers and creators are searching for. Consequently, not every Xbox game is going to suddenly emerge on competing systems, but it is evident that Microsoft is taking into consideration the possibility of additional games appearing in the future." I spoke with Spencer about the possibility of other multi-platform games, particularly in the event that these 4 titles are successful. I agree, but we haven't seen it as of yet. When you consider the lineup of games that Activision Blizzard and Bethesda have released, it is easily apparent that we are one of the most prominent publishers on PlayStation and Nintendo at the present time. This implies that we are aware of what it takes to release games on the Steam, PlayStation, Nintendo, and Xbox platforms. These are games that were first released on the Xbox platform. Although they were Xbox-branded titles, we are interested in seeing what happens to them since it takes a significant amount of labor to transfer them to other platforms and go through the process of creation. The fact that the return makes sense is something that we want to be sure of. We are concerned about whether or not the audience that is here has an appetite. It is possible that they do not. It has been brought to my attention that Microsoft has, in the past, considered the possibility of putting Gears of War, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and possibly the next installment of the Doom series on platforms that compete with themselves. Although the final choices for these other games have not yet been made, it is quite likely that there will be more than simply 4. As this approach continues to develop, it is quite evident that certain choices about the future of Xbox games and exclusivity will be made that are both intriguing and intriguing. Why does Microsoft feel the need to offer Xbox exclusives on platforms that compete with Xbox? In order to assure the long-term success of both Xbox and the industry as a whole, the business emphasizes the importance of Xbox undergoing a process of evolution. Because of the purchase of Activision Blizzard, Microsoft's gaming industry has recently grown to the point where it is now larger than the Windows division. Therefore, the company is not in any danger. The Xbox company as a whole, on the other hand, would still benefit from expanding. According to Spencer, Microsoft's Xbox Series S and Xbox X console sales are falling behind those of Sony's PlayStation 5, and Spencer has already revealed that the company's Xbox Game Pass subscriptions are decreasing. The income generated from content might thus be a viable source of development. At this moment, Microsoft is making the most of a chance to distribute its games in other locations, or Xbox Everywhere, as the business refers to it internally. According to Spencer, we are making these decisions for a number of specific reasons because every choice that we make is made with the long-term health of Xbox in mind. This means that we prioritize a growing platform, the performance of our games, the development of the finest platform for creators, and the expansion of our user base to the greatest extent possible. As a leadership team, we are constantly looking for opportunities to learn and develop, and we believe that this is an exciting opportunity for us to leverage what some of the other platforms offer right now to assist with the expansion of our franchises. Responses from Xbox fans will be used to guide Microsoft's further activities. Spencer is on record as saying, "I always take the feedback from our most ardent fans very seriously," despite the fact that he is not convinced that exclusives are always beneficial to the sales of Xbox consoles. We are aware that when individuals are playing nowadays, their affection for their platform is proportional to the number of friends they have and the location of their game library, just as much as it is dependent on any type of unique game. Although I am aware that there is a fictional universe in which people believe that a single exclusive game is the catalyst that leads to the sales of a platform, the reality is that the industry does not operate in this manner at the present time. Microsoft is teasing a next-generation system in an effort to assuage fans who are concerned about the future of Xbox hardware. Fans are also concerned about that future. During an episode of the Xbox podcast, Xbox President Sarah Bond said, "We are also invested in the next-generation roadmap, and there is some exciting stuff coming out in hardware that we are going to share this holiday. The single most important thing that we are concentrating on there is delivering the most significant technological advancement that you will ever have witnessed in a hardware generation. For Xbox aficionados, there are even more console and controller options available this Christmas season, and there is even the possibility that an Xbox Portable may be released in the future." More information on Microsoft's plans for the Xbox hardware can be found here. Towards the end of my conversation with Phil Spencer, I inquired about the current status of Xbox in relation to Microsoft. Xbox serves as both our game platform and our content organization. According to Spencer, it is Microsoft's most successful consumer business. It is a consumer category that is driven by technology and creativity. According to the statement, this is a significant industry. However, he never brings up the fact that Xbox cannot be considered a console or a single piece of hardware since that is no longer the case. Xbox is only one example of how far Microsoft gaming has expanded. The business is now starting to demonstrate what its Xbox Everywhere concept is all about with a more concrete approach. Microsoft has the potential to revolutionize the way the whole video game business approaches the creation of video games if it is successful. In the event that it is not, you can guarantee that Microsoft will go back to the drawing board in order to find out how it can continue to place Xbox in every possible location. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more updates on how these gaming giants continue to shape the future of interactive entertainment.